Welcome back, hunters. I'm theSurvivalVis, and we return Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate G-Rank Edition. We're still going to keep going through the Apexes. How I think we've got it lined up is there are 7 or 8 in total. We've hunted down 2 so far. We've got 1 more. There'll be week of 3, and then the last week I'm probably going to do Apex Devil Joe and Apex Rajang, and then the Masters Challenge as like a big cap-off to fully wrap us up with everything. But I have to check and see. Let me just make sure. Yeah, items are all good, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's see what we have on offer, because I think, yeah, it looks like some of the Apex quests here do, like, rotate out. So we've got basically 3 we could go for. Tidal Najarala, Tigrex, or Zinogre. I kind of want to get Tigrex out of the way because I think it's going to be one of the most difficult Apexes to hunt. So we'll see if I can survive this onslaught against one. And I find it a little weird the choices they decided to make for like what monsters get an Apex form. Like Seregios I can understand being the 4 Ultimate Flagship gets an Apex there. But things like picking Gravios, Tidal Najarala, and other monsters like Rathalos don't have. I can only guess that maybe they wanted to give like an Apex to each region or like each map you hunt on, so that would explain why Tidal Najarala is the Frozen Seaway Apex, and maybe Gravios is the Volcanic Hollow Apex. But yeah, it just kind of feels weird how they decided to pick certain monsters for this and that. I don't think I need the hot drink, but you know what, I'll take it just in case. Okay, we're all set, let's head out and see how this goes, although it's probably going to be a very painful one. So far, because these might be like base Apex forms, they probably get more hyped up for the guild quests as you have to slowly level those up. The monsters aren't too bad right now. And I know I'm probably going to have comments requesting like, why didn't you go after the Hunter, or what is it, like level 141 guild quest for them? That takes a lot of time to farm up. First, you have to get the base guild quest for the monster that'll have an Apex form. Then you have to level that up to 141, and then you can go on a quest for that. But I think you only gain like 3 levels, or I'm trying to remember how many levels it is per like a hunt of the guild quests. I know it's really not that much. And it does take quite a... Why are you down there? I don't like that you're down there. Yeah, that's why I don't like why you're down there. It takes a lot of time to be able to go through and farm... Oh! You've got Brute Tigrex moves. It takes a lot of time to be able to farm up and actually unlock what you need. And I don't really have that much time I can, like, really invest for that. Like, with everything else I've been doing for the channel and other series... Oh crap, this is not a good spot to be. And we were not able to knock him out of that. Okay. Yeah, this is where I kind of figured Tigrex would be the rough one. Apex form, he just loves to run around and be a rabid monster. I was kind of hoping he would do a few more Brute Tigrex attacks. Okay, you can knock them out when they're in, when you just have a regular Wystone ability active. It's just that because of the deflect, there's a lot less of a guarantee you can get them, like, knocked out. Or it's going to take a lot more hits or more build-up from the drive Wystone for it. Good to know. Although kind of a bad spot to be in, because it's still a pissed off Tigrex we're dealing with. And I messed that up a bit. Oh, see, it's that little wiggle at the end. He still has it with his charges, and that is always what catches me off guard and, like, connects with me. Ooh, okay, gotta be careful of that, because I don't think it could possibly be lethal if it were to connect when I'm at this low of health. Oh, that stupid little wiggle, that gives it more turn distance. That's always what catches me with Tigrex, and I hate that fight for it. Because it's not like when he stops, he's set in that direction. He stops, gets an extra little turn, and can keep going. I think I've got to try, like, duking and going back on myself more when he does do that against us. But yeah, I hate Tigrex this generation for it. I don't think he's the worst Tigrex to have to deal with. I think that actually is Freedom Unite's version of him. Because although he does have the turns, I think, the worst part of him is the, like, sliding charge, where he'll point forward like this, but he moves diagonally with you if you're off to a side of him. It is super frustrating to try dealing with, especially as a gunner. You can imagine how painful that was back in the day. And unfortunately, he's probably also going to be back in his Apex state once we encounter him. Oh, not yet. Okay, so we have a little bit of time before he might swap over. And he already swapped over! Okay, he's not enraged right now, so we might be able to try to... yeah, get this off. Get that out. At least when he's not enraged, his turns are... oh, not down here. God, I swear, 4 Ultimate was absolutely terrible with its map design. Like, it's still my most hated game for its maps. There's a lot of features that I think they tried implementing in 4 Ultimate that they realized, no, we just have to give up on these because they suck pretty badly. Like, I think that's a reason why in subsequent games you don't really have areas that have, like, the canopy overhangs. Or, like, here's a level, there's see-through underneath, and then another spot under it. I don't think there's a lot of maps that, going forward from this game, they gave that to. Like, the Ancient Forest didn't have anything like that. I don't think anything in World or Iceborne kept, like, anything of that feel to it. And yeah, I'm going to have to use the Force. Okay, hopefully he's done... yeah, there we go. Even if he's Apex, there are some patterns that seem to have carried over. Although I do have to admit, I really dislike the ricochet from the shots. It's not every shot, but it's enough that it's hard to... you can't really predict which ones are going to bounce and which ones aren't. If they do hit one of the weak spots, they do seem to have a lot less of a chance of bouncing off of him. But on a Tigrex, that means you have to be basically staring down the face of the pain train. Which is not really fun to do. Yeah, I'm going to need to... oh, gotta wait for another Wystone to be active, so I might just put this away and play Ring Around the Angry Monster. Okay. Yeah, you just keep getting ticked off at those two. I'll just kind of keep waiting out the Wystone recharge. This is one of the instances where I feel like it was kind of artificial gatekeeping for Monster Hunter. Like, Iceborne introduced this sort of thing too, where it's like the Clutch Claw, and you need to tenderize the monster parts to basically have them as weak zones. But 4 Ultimate took, being an earlier game, I think kind of was the first one to make this mistake, where you have to have an item that has a limited sort of length or duration to it, basically just make it possible to fight a monster as you normally do. Okay, let's knock this big guy back out of the Apex state. There we go. Yeah, it didn't take much after what we'd already done to him. Although, this does bring him back to his charges again. So maybe if I don't get too far away from him, he won't be as bad with, like the turning charges. Maybe he'll just do like the one-offs. Well, he's very jumpy happy right now. Oh, that was kind of a close jump against us. Yeah, we're right here. Do a spin or something. Okay. Oh, no turn afterwards. Let's just keep working them in. I was hoping he may be limping, but it might be a bit too early for hoping for that. Okay. Is he going down south? No. Oh, he's going back to the area I hate. The area with the web up in the center. Well, as long as we can avoid the charges... Oh, no, he's not here. Did he maybe even go north to the area above this? Yeah, we'll have to see. But the charges are the big... Well, as usual, they're the big thing to watch out for Tigrex. No, he's not here either, so maybe he did... Oh, I might hate this area up above even more so than the middle area, because... Yeah, this area has a lot of, like, narrow passes in that. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if... I don't think Apex monsters have, like, stamina to them. Like, I know they have enraged states back and forth. Case in point, he's going into one. But I don't think they actually ever, like, hit a point where they're low on stamina. Okay, maybe that's what I gotta do, is kind of try a bullfighter. Oh, it feels like it should not work. But it was. And where it's out, once he's locked on to us. Okay, yeah, see, tight corridor area, not really a lot of room around to move. And unfortunately, that is the Wystone worn off. Come on, do another leap. Perfect. And that is the drive ready. Okay, just gotta get a good opening to be able to apply. Not sure if that was really a good opening, but it was an opening. Okay, is this... Yeah, this is a charge. And he's going into his enrage. Okay, I don't know if I'll knock him out of his Apex with this drive, or with the drive this time. Oh. Well, at least we're kind of... Oh, really? Could we just fall straight freaking down? Like, I fainted, so we're not changing areas, but I hate how they've done the aerial stuff and the bunny hops, and as I've stated throughout all of 4 Ultimate as a series, it's not added anything to the series in my opinion. It's just made it more nuisance to be in areas with, like, these little ledges and things anywhere. That's actually something I'm quite glad Rise and Sunbreak didn't really have, was a lot of the little bumps and hills and stuff you have to mind. They kept it more so quite... Oh, you know what? I should also... I don't know if I'll use those yet or not. Like, I should have applied the Demon Drug and the Armor Skin at the very start of the hunt. But I don't know if I will use them. Maybe the Armor Skin I will. But yeah, if we would have just fallen straight down, we could have avoided the Tigrex's charge there and been just fine. But no, because you gotta do a stupid bunny hop. That kind of wound us getting smacked as we did. It'd be nice if they would include, like, a dodge option where you could have it toggled. Do you want to actually do a bunny hop so you can try getting mounting attacks off? Or do you just want to have you stick right along the ground and your distance is fine there? I did not even get an opportunity for him to, like, roar and get angry at us. Okay, at least we're basically back up to full. Okay, if he's getting enraged that easily, I'm hoping... that's a sign that he's, like, pretty low on health. And then, yeah, the Wystones are kind of annoying. Having to keep constantly applying them again and again. Okay, there we go. That's back on. At least that should mean he's going to, yeah. Come on, you ugly. Let's see if we can... Oh. Oh, man. Immediately back into enrage. So, yeah, I'm hoping that's, did not mean to dodge right into him. Somehow... yeah, he's limping. We just gotta try and put the last ones into him. So when he's not in the Apex status, he does limp, but when he is, I don't think it shows any signs that it's at that point. Okay, I think I've got to go way down for him. This might even be a time... Like, I don't know if I'll have him out of the Apex status long enough that I should make the Pierce 3s. Oh, he gets a lot of error when he's in an area like this for that. Yeah, I don't know if it's just because, like, it takes him so much time to change areas, but I felt like he swapped out of this, regular form kind of quick. There we go. Just that little pot shot snuck in. But yeah, he definitely was more of a challenge. Not really because he got anything new move-wise, but just, again, Tigrex and his charges can be difficult to handle. Blade Masters might not have to worry as much, because if you do stay close to him, it seems like he doesn't rely on the charges as heavily. Gunners, though, is kind of the gunning paradox where you have high elemental resistance, but you're not really targeted that much by elemental attacks. You're targeted more so by charges, lunges, and leaps, which are all physical hits, and usually are some of the most damaging ones in the game. But we managed to take down another Apex, so that leaves 5 more to go. I think they are Zinogre, Tidal Najarala. I'm trying to think what else. Zinogre, Tidal Najarala, Devil Joe, Rajang, Diablos, that's it. Okay, so the 3 we'll tackle will be Diablos, Zinogre, and Tidal Najarala next week. And then we'll save the Apex Rajang and Devil Joe for our final week covering 4 Ultimate. And just another Zenith Wyvern Gem. Like, we need the large ones to upgrade most things that we've got. I don't think I need that. I mean, it is nice to have a Pierce... I guess I'll take it anyway. I think I have a +5, though, so it's kind of not really needed. And still working on that slowly. But yeah, there's no gear I can really show off to you guys because the Apexes don't have. So we are basically just good to bring this to a close right here. To think, 2 more weeks and we're basically going to be done the 4 Ultimate series. It's been a long journey for the channel. Like, 4 Ultimate, just the G rank alone, is going to be well over 70 episodes. And if we include, like, the non-G rank series for 4 Ultimate as well, it's been here a long time on the channel, so it is kind of going to be nice to be able to finally say we have completed this as a series and move on to something else, or take a break from 4 Ultimate, because, I mean, man, that is a lot of content I've done for it. But before we do get to the end, we have a little bit to go, and we'll see if I can survive through more of it. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate G-Rank Edition. If you did like the video, be sure to give a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. And until I do see you in the next video, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.